Also, Spider, this game is lit. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? I thought from how suddenly the music cut off, it crashed. Yes, tell me these things. Tell me about beautiful visual novels. About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Yo, what the fuck? That's what this is from? That's what this screen cap is from? Yo, what? I didn't whoa, wait, that was a lot of information to receive at once. I didn't realize the Merry Christmas fucking gunpoint was from this game. Holy shit. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of the spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next to the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Whoa! Dude, that will kill her! I don't know if you've ever seen, like, someone get blasted with this fire hose, but the end result is not pretty. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department have revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skills and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What, you mean the prosecutor? He's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Same aimless confusion for later. Not really. I did my best thinking when I was standing underneath a waterfall. How about you, Spider? Do you do your best thinking underneath a waterfall? You know, Nick, we've all been here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. This is a really awkward. Hey, Edgeworth, come back! You do your best thinking when surrounded by guns? I thought it was dice. Sea Dragon, hey. Or Sea Dragoon, how are you? What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he's in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney, then laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth. We don't have so much free time we could spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I have enough dice. Impossible. You can call me Dragoon. Okay. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. I didn't want to see you at all. Just woke up from a nap, so that's good. Naps are good. I've always felt like I'm in the mood for a nap lately. Speaking of which... oh, okay. Wait, are you saying you're gonna go buy more of me, or are you saying you're gonna go buy more dice? Just ask the nerd here to make you some. He's got plenty of resin and stuff. Spend like $20 with the nerd and he'll make you like a set of dice. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're gonna help you, that's what. Help me, you. Don't be ridiculous. Sorry. You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, Wright. Experience. Nick, he's insulting you! Nick! Unfortunately, you must rest for work. Oh, but... Spider, fun thing, I managed to write down all the rules and shit in my GURPS, or not GURPS, but the other thing, RPG system. So no more staying up until 1 AM trying to finish making the rules. So what do I think of Phoenix Wright? This is awesome. This is really great. I like murder mystery games. I like games that can make me think. I played this because I asked somebody, is it kind of like Danganronpa's trial system? And they said there's some parts of it that are really reminiscent of Danganronpa, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm really liking it. It's like a lighter-hearted version of Danganronpa, which is what I think about, which is why I think I like it. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick! Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes. Late last night. The lake is a long way from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? It's a good game. I've beaten the original trilogy, so this brings back memories. This is my first playthrough of it, so I've been having a good time. Gourd Lake Park entrance. This is where it happened. Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of the park. I could see some police walking in there, questioning people probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Chewy Boot over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir, he's the one who... Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. You shall keep spoilers to yourself, thank you. Detective Gumshoe's kinda scary today. Recruits peh. Ah! Eek! Hey, you're that hairy guy, Hairy Butts. Right! Phoenix Wright! Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yeah, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it! He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the what? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, around 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right, who cares what the witness says? I care! You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do, but the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking the investigation that seriously. Oh no! After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us. Hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney lawyer in the trial tomorrow? I messed that up. He hasn't got one yet. What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it? I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take his case. Why not? Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Unfortunately not. Well, pal, then you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney. Who's the witness? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only one witness? It was pretty cold out on the lake last night, and it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. It's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Oh, I can't do anything other than that. I guess I can go back to the detention center. No, I guess he's not interested. Oh, that's kind of strange. Normally you go someplace after this. I don't know, my toes are starting to feel numb. My poetry has that effect on some people. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekends, but no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. I can't move forward? This is kind of abstract. Weird. Normally they let me move ahead, but they didn't let me do that this time. For some reason... No, I keep on hitting the... Ah! Every button except the right one. Edgeworth, let me defend you. Ha! Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up, not yet. What do you mean by that? Me trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with 3 trials under his belt. Never. My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. But simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. Think what you will. I have only one request, huh? Stay out of this case. Why? I like how Edgeworth is from New York, Boston. I don't know. At first I tried, like, doing a Trump voice because he always came off as really egotistical and like he didn't fully know what he was talking about. But now it's just turned into whatever the hell this is. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Oh, Jesus Christ, I put my controller on the table. Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Well, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Oh, well... Is it true no one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him as well is pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal! Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right, right, right over and over. Nick, I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What, find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head back? Oh yes, do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself, actually. Say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not. So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. You just noticed the controller? What do you mean, the controller? No, I sat down for half a second to drink, to take a drink, and, it vibrated during that time, and, yeah. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake. Yep, I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how can they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know? No. Someone left poppers here, you know, pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit, you just want to pop them, don't you? Was it obvious? Poppers. Take them. Suppose it wouldn't hurt. Huh, where'd they go? Into my pocket. Poppers put in pocket. Hot dog stand is closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Banner reads Samurai Dogs. Someone needs to redecorate. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds around here. Oh, no way. I'm sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Lined up with plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this, except maybe Maya if she had a samurai dog. Okay, I think I investigated everything around here. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. You've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they may know something about the murder. That is true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to him. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they'd have signs like that. Oh. SUV has seen better days. Dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made out of aluminum? They didn't talk a lot about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum, then? I'm not having this conversation. I feel like there is an actual reason. Like, aluminum heats up really fast or something like that. But, I mean, I don't know. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool, let's try it out. Cough. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Nick, will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set up to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? Party poppers. Well, it responded. Yarg! Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! Eek! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now! There goes a whole roll of film! Sorry is nice, but don't pay my bills. You know how much it costs for a roll of film? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all thinks. I say those southern folks talk with the exaggerated drawl. They must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. I might be dumb. Whoa. Nick, help! And who are you now, her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for Benjamin. Oh, Jesus. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day. Oh, boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my whole roll? Yep. How did I not see boat rental shop earlier? Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess some murder taking place on one of those boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well then how about we go out on one when the trial's finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There's some boats floating on the dock. What's one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick, huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Oh boy, Southern. I don't do, Southern too often, so... December 25th, Police Department Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting? Larceny? Public indecency? No! None of those things! We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh yeah. He's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon. Okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that? Do I look like a criminal or something? This would be the chief of the detectives around here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? Gordy cited, I can't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Detectives' desks. There are computers and files in each one. Funny, and they're a lot tidier than I expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Police Department mascot. That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if the last thing I do. Good luck. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your mama could see you. She'd be crying. A break and spit it out in low life, scumbag. He must be doing image training for interrogations. Hi, Crusader. How are you? Is my badge going to come in handy here in this one? Pretty good. Just got done hanging out with some family. That's good. If you get along with your family, that is. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You and cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? You only got to try pull one of them lawsuits over on me over that film now. Because I'll have you know, I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't you all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too. You all can come out hiding now. I won't bite hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya go? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed, the culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks, I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart, but you can... All the name puns in this one. A southern lady named Lotta Hart. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. What happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder? Yesterday. I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so? Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which ones I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U. Right in the heart of the heartland. You're gonna go get some food? Okay, bring back some for me. Because most of my family don't get on my nerves. I remember this trying like the back of my hand. Lately, the trials have been getting harder and harder. Which is good. I stumbled yesterday showing, Will something that might have gotten me a different reaction, I think. Nick, she's a research student at university, Country U, so I hear. What did you come up here for? Let me see. When did you come up here? The trials are going to get very hard. Oh, fuck. How many more are left in this game? This is trial 4. Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. That's quite the camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German-made. A genuine soul... Oh boy, that's a word. I think 3 after this? Okay, so we're at the halfway mark with this. Isn't that where they make knives? So what is that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh, device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that... A mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera, neat! Well, this camera added to the court record. Wouldn't that... Bruh, wouldn't that have put like 2 and 2 together in your head and make you kind of go, wow, this camera picks up loud noises. I wonder if it maybe picked up the sound of a gunshot from the lake. Well, he's not here. I really wish that there was a point going back to Wright and Co. Like Maya would give you a hint or something. Like, I don't know, she's great and all, but... There's more forest off that way. I doubt I find any helpful clues in there. There's just not a lot of places to go. Where do I go? Going to all the places I could go right now didn't yield any results, which makes me think that there's maybe something left, but... Well, yeah. Oh, okay, so they're getting more abstract with their questions. So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to a party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright, huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll take a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Okay, now I'm probably able to go see Gumshoe. Guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. The victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. How did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's a human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow, as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the one to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendant declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I gotta work extra hard, pal. We've gotta earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you get the autopsy report? Oh, yeah. Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause 1 bullet to the heart. Thank you. Nick, huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face? Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Let's see if... Nope. The movement in this game is probably, like, my biggest gripe. Hey, yo! Lotta! Wait up a sec. We got a bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. It gets better. I'm very nervous from you saying that. Hey! This is them. Take a look. Wait, see? He's shooting them with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who's shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go and try and mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. You can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can't you all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta, don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do something till some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do, Nick? If she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out at the trial tomorrow. Lake photo. Okay. Computer is attached to the camera? Why did it point out that detail now that I've... Oh, fuck. Looks like the police have given up on their interviewing. Hey! Nick! I think Santa's mad at you! Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know this Santa? Oh, wow! Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Beyonce deserves the best. My girl Beyonce. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought me this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who is she? She's not not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister. Sister? Oh, Nick, she must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Ugh! I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder! You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgeworth was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Tell me about the dogs, huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they're kind of look gourd shaped. Well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Fiancé's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change your name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of the samurai dogs. There's something about that seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with that big news. The big news. Yeah, Gordy. Gordy. Edgeworth. So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been a kind of stick in the mud. Studying all the time. Trying to be like father. Like his father. Yeah. Edge's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow, wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgeworth's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. Like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. He used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know, Nick? Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? Here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gordy! A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's the photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster! A real monster! Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic when we got into the frame. I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. Wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million. Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to the court report. Oh, get out of examine. Goober only speaks in one-word sentences now. He's like, Santa, Larry, newspaper. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart, has to be. Uh-oh. Food. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office that Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Ahem. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister now, you know? Takes me back. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir. Yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? The identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard of anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think Michelle will be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's just my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond. You say this is the man that Miles Edgeworth shot? Who is this Hammond guy, anyways? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case, yes, the DL6 incident. DL6, why does that sound familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. It was the incident where the police were so at a loss that they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... that medium was my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. DL6 incident. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to the charges being laid on one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, does that case have to do anything with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim of the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this, I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. What's this? I was hoping you'd forgotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what is about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? Hi, Crusader. About the DL6 incident. Wait, what? Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you. Very well. I thought that part came later. Nah. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6... Oh, okay. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes, he was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear that he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gord case, in the Gord Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end. The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th. The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old right now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being on a murder suspect in such a big case. So your father was a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. Quite a famous at the time, apparently. So you were trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Gumshoe! What's going on here? Eek! What's wrong, detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Said she came to talk after y'all... came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What this all about, pal? What a heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't just go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart say? She saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw that too. But you can't really tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She says it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph. Great, just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken of the shot from when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork, but you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You gotta convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. You're the only one I know who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, whatever. Who would have thought there'd been a photo? Edgeworth. Did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Pains me to ask you this now. I know you want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will. Of course I won't. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back. Pay me back for what? I don't remember doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you really don't need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Give it to Detective Gumshoe. What's that? Earthquake, Nick, it's a big one! It's calming down. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There, he's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's gonna stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Oh, right. Let's give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth's letter of request. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal! Great, I'm glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. See you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check up on him. You two go eat and get your rest ready for tomorrow, or get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. Later. Wonder what's with Mr. Edgeworth and the earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him until the 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Maybe he doesn't react well to loud sounds? Or shaking or something? Granola. Ha. December 22nd, or December 26th, woo. 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma, that's right. Oh. That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite calm coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, then multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya, We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering? What are you whispering about? Also, Nathan Drake, hey, how are you? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. I'm gonna love this guy. I'm kind of nervous. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would not stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apology. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. How are you, Nate? Describe the incident. Now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. There happened to be a woman camping at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the rest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. I'm actually the one who's supposed to be handling the proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. It is slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he isn't! Yeah, that was not the middle of the lake. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. See, he's kind of funny, but I can't say whether or not I like him yet. A man called into this. I want to hear. You received a call from a man? Yeah. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard 2 gunshots, right? The woman and the man who called in were 2 different people. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? What was it Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. He's got a share of objectives. Or objections. I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here is the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Yo, what the fu- I had one headphone off so I couldn't hear him. How long is it between your receiving the port and your arrival at the lake? I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Dude, his voice is like deep as fuck. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing the department's secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is not the time for your dejected daydreaming. Continue. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know, we have a deep, trusting relationship with our prosecutors. Detective, this court isn't interested in your musings, deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from the active detective on the force. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The witness state, I thought what I really wanted to ask was, is the bullet the same caliber as the gun? Because they don't tell me what caliber. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon is a .22 caliber fired 3 times. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was this bullet found in the body fired from the pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey Nick, what does he mean ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive mark on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints with to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate, indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes? Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes. What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now! But wait, just bang your flimsy gravel and get on with it, man! Yes. What exactly am I supposed to like about this guy, Crusader? This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Goober, how long are you going to go on with this meme for? December 26, 11:09 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't see why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was suicide? That was the only explanation I could come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya, what? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right! Sorry. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge! She happened to take a photo of the incident. There's that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. It looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on the lake. So that man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge? The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Objection! Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? I'll break that finger of yours, man. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You will lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think I noticed one little thing. I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard the noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Were you watching at the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. Are you sure about it? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Dude, Crusader, I hate this guy. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick, if only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. Shut up! Shut up, Karma! Shut up! Oh my god, shut up. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. Miss Hart, could you please be more specific about your research? Oh my god, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! This shit isn't a trial. This shit is just him shouting objection. I don't get to hear any of the facts, and I don't get to point out contradictions? Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lot of heart! Your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. I highly doubt that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life and death. Lotta! Did you clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the gun? You will stand down! This court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst! Answer me, Lotta! What's the big idea treating me like I'm some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it! I saw Edgeworth! Enough! Judge! Declare the defendant in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No! No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony! That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again! Order! You are in contempt of court. It's too late to her wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection! I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has to make a new testimony. The defense does have the right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Peh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw it clear as day. The man in the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. What about the other man? Shut up, Von Karma! Whoa! Whoa! What? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with a professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men in the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself, Miss Hart. What? Could you see that the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, I meant I could. Then please testify your customers... okay... Found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished with setting up my camera, I got back to the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise at the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See, no problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Oh, fuck. I get, like, no attempts. See... Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really used, was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? Shut up! Shut up, Karma! Shut up! The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain, Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to the case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this! If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. The camera is utmost important. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Very well, Miss Hart. You will testify in the court about your camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute! Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sightseeing at Gourd Lake. Oh, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I can only afford, like, maybe 2 more fuck-ups. No, 1, 2, 3. 3 more fuck-ups. It's either going to be the overhead map or the article again. The proof is in this article about the Gordy Lake monster. According to this article, when Gordy breaks through the water, it makes a loud noise, which is why you set up your camera with that microphone. You had it set to respond to loud noises. That's how you got this picture when the pistol fired. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? It doesn't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. You just used several precious minutes of our time to prove that nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she's so sunk... Oh god, I can't pronounce that word. Said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm gonna spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Another? The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Objection. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? There's no problem with the testimony this time. We will have the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Now a research student, investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop. That's why I was camping out by the lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Near one of the man's hand, I heard another gunshot. No! Address the another thing! Ah! This is... There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang, then thought Gordy was out there. I doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me a look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Evidence. I never heard one before, but I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. There's a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. Right here it's where it's suggesting I use evidence. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. I don't know about that one. What do I even have? Oh god, I didn't mean to hit that one. Yep, I don't know. She heard a bang and thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste time looking at a boat. There wasn't much else. So my ideas are time of death, 24th or 25th. It would have to be the 25th. But that's not what I'm looking for. Monster sighted at Gourd Lake. I don't think this reads anything about overhead map of Gourd Lake. Yep, you got your photo and sold it to the press. It's that kind of business. I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's why I sort of revelation. I see. Ah, no. God damn it. I don't know. She wants evidence. The only two things I could see it being are the Gordy article and the... Because everything about this lady has revolved around the Gordy article or the photo. Maybe... I don't know. Hi, Best. How are you? Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. A normal person be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Ah? What, y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake taking a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a word witness and all. I got kind of excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for, but hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. We can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo in. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? How are you doing, though, Best Bot? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph and proved it, but you can't really tell who the photo is from the shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She says it'll drop the quality of mine, but it'll let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why wouldn't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place, you old fool. Bless you. Bless you. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, but maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. This is why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that cross-examination is over, obviously. I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And not too soon, that was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence and decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. It's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. Wait. There's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? You will show the court. What about this is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Here, Your Honor! The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photo is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in the photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people at the lake that night. But who could the defendant who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor, I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. Objection. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance from which he was shot. The distance? The victim was shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Mr. Von Karmer, are you sure about the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Autopsy report updated the court record. Okay. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints of the gun reveal the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial for today. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. That was a close one. Hey! Don't have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Yeah, well... What happened out there on the lake yesterday? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I did not. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. The only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Save. Oh, God. Hello, cat. Hang on. Nope, there he goes. Oh well. I tried. Nobody could say I didn't. Whew. Detention Center Visitors Room. Maya, hey Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey. I want this granola bar. Why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I'm not the lawyer Sis was. I'm sorry. Well, there goes my cat, being loud. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know, but I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Hey, Wicked Dragon, thank you. How are you? Wicked Waifu Dragon, ooh. You're chill? That's good. I'm eating this granola bar real quick and then we'll move on. What were you streaming? Are there any objections? Yeah, but they're all from the prosecution. The dude's a douchebag. The newest Shantae? I've been meaning to play the Shantae games. But if I do, I want to start from the very first one. And unfortunately, I'm hella dumb and I don't know which one's the first one. Cop's still around, but how does it play? Is it fun? Wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Haven't seen Larry around today. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with that lovely fiancé. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, what about the trial? I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Although you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Alright, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at the liberty to divulge that information. Right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, you see. But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes, all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now, you can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet. That's strange. I told him to let her go after they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold-ass ice, Edgeworth? She was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail gonna be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal, don't forget to pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Okay, so nothing out here. What about at the boat dock? I should probably go get Maya. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork and I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like it was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to make this case, Nick. Kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park then and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a place to bet as any. You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. I mean, have you noticed anything about the case? Not much more than that, no. She's probably upset about me and I should leave her alone. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did today. What do we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up. What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was just doing it half just to say I was a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I know that now. I'll be fine the next time I'm a witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder. What about Gordy? Right. The way I figure, the trial's the only stoking. Oh boy, I can't talk. Stoking the flames of the Gordy fever. I got my exclusive photos and a rocket to start them. All right, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Well, let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? Deal or no? What do we do next? Sure, okay. Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, you all come to me first, okay? Okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean. Gordy, I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy, we're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? I don't know, it was my girl's fiance's idea. She was all, if you, like, put this here, it would be, like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And the show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day of court all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No, really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday, huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. It's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you inflated it by yourself. Oh boy. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me, huh? Really, it looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really. True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. What's this machine? It's a compressor. I used it to fill that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. That's the guy. That's the guy that's selling my hot dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? No, I think somebody probably saw something else that they thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. Okay. Boat rentals, maybe? It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop just closed for good. Larry isn't any help, is he? No. He's just a simple seller of hot dogs. Well, with the murder in the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till this blows over. I get it. I thought I could pan for a minute there when it's like, oh yeah, you can... Like, there's a space for one missing. It's like, okay, where's... Hey, y'all. Well, you find anything good about Gordy? No, nothing. We'll keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Well, no you don't. No sneezing. Achoo! I told you no sneezing. See, the camera guy responds things a little softer than a bang. Hit trigger on one of Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Sob. That's why I decided not to talk about the case anymore. Huh? Oh, didn't you say you had information? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. Okay. So this is just more banter until I get dirt on Gordy. Oh god. More of the same banter. Okay. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about the Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know anything about Gordy? The monster down at Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Eek! You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe's scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him that sooner next time. Yeah, sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile! He's a canine police dog and still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy. Dog. Here he is. He's cute. Look, Nick. Cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us. How? This secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah, how are you supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know until you try, pal. Okay, next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here, Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for something alive. Right, how are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Missile. The metal detector. I feel like the metal detector... Metal detector or missile? Let's try the Doge. He's so cute. Oh boy. Can I present him with Doge? Missile is a big star in criminal affairs. Why is he named Missile? Huh, now that you mention it, I'm not sure. I mean, I hear he's aptly named for what he's worth. One of these will help with Gordy. The other two are mainly for laughs. I imagine it's got to be either the metal detector or the dog. Hey Nick, Missile's been acting strangely. Missile. Oh, right. That little creatures of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Oh, Jesus fuck, Missile. What's wrong, Missile? Missile! Missile! My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick. He's gonna have to this time. What happens if I show him Missile now? Hey, Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me. What am I gonna tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Maybe the stand is a front for mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. He yours? He's a canine police dog. His name is Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I hadn't thought about that. I guess that one isn't... I guess the Doge is not what I needed. Fresh air, I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving is much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right. The Doge is exactly what we need. Right, I'll behave. What should we do? I don't know, I've been in detention this whole time. I think I'll let you decide what we should do, deal? I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think. I can't tell if you're serious and the dog really is what I need, or if you're trolling me. Woof. Okay, I'm going with troll. Sure, pal, but I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. The Doge is for the lol. How do I use... Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in the bushes. Check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look! Huh? An air tank. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? Second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped up around the air tank. Looks like a string of flags? Might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Empty air tank, the valve is open, and the banner of flags is wrapped around it. Banner of flags. The War of the Eyeglasses. What? What the heck is that? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh, I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? What? An air tank? What about it? Well, Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Huh, me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about the way his eye twitched when I showed him the tank. Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need an air tank why would I need an air tank anyway? To go diving. You used this to go diving in the lake, didn't you? What? Why the heck would I go diving in the lake? Wait. You're not saying I had something to do with that murder. No, not at all, just... Hey, you watch it, buddy. I'm not saying anything until my lawyer gets here. I am your lawyer. Nick is your lawyer. Well, Larry, she's right. Bah! Anyway, I've never seen that air tank, okay? Yeah, right. Larry is hiding something, I could tell. Was it yours? Inflate what? What else? The big puppy Steel Samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well, as expected. It didn't go so well. Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine, whatever. It's like I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. It took my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What, off into Gourd Lake? It scared me out of my gourd, that was for sure. Wish I could have seen it. So can I talk to him about it? Okay, there we go. So the tank and the Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that Steel Samurai, after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. One mystery, maybe we should go tell her. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info you need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy. What? How can you all be so sure? Really, Nick? You got some proof Gordy doesn't exist to prove that Gordy doesn't exist. No lawyer with his badge can make a claim that he can't bring the proof to back up. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used the air tank and the valve blew and the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank along with the still deflated samurai fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? That's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. Sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Info. So, tell us this information that you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about a witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy, living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it may not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Take it automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. Bye now. You all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Hey Nick, this is the bow shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right, doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Before that... We'll go give the detective his metal detector back. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Alright, let's come back later. Well, I tried. I tried to be a good Samaritan. Nobody can tell me I wasn't trying. Caretaker shack. Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg, yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop while I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it. Make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on the perch. Keith, yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what is the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello? Hello? Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. A pasta shop? Yep. The wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it too, you know. That makes you the third generation, Meg. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes. You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler from the West is a pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes. You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everybody knows that. Nick, how long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? This is a boat rental shop, isn't it? What are you talking about? This here's the palace of pasta, the wet noodle. Well, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten any orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up here and say, yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days. Darn if I don't understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere, but this old man's the witness tomorrow, right? Parrot? Good morning. Hello. They ignored me. What, you forgot Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly! How you been? Hello, hello! See? Neat, so the parent's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. Neat? Too bad all she can do is say hello. Har har! Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly! Cute. Maya's found a new friend. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that in the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murders? You're a party pooper, Nick. He has a television in here, too. That fishing pole looks expensive. Look, a little safe. It's locked. I don't want to think about what's in there. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. My memory's gotten worse as of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Where's your pasta, Nezero? There is no reason to be upsetty. Get some spaghetti! Exclamation point pasta. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228. Alright. Hey, Polly! Watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Don't get me involved in your little heist. Type in 1228. Why can't I talk with Polly? Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? A rainbow-lini. A rainbow-li-oli. We should, I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Should probably show the caretaker something so he knows who you are. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy's the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on the lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the what noodle? Is this a trick question? Can I actually say no? Are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get the case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say you too, Meg? Yes. Knows that you wanted to know. Speak up, Polly. Hello, hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Do I just talk to the bird now? Oh, yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith, yes. It's okay, you can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this. Yep, the other night out on the lake. Yes, yes. I know all about that. I've seen it. Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then another one, bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yeah? What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. You need to know earlier. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry, yep, that kid next door. He always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. I had one more question, huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, Dad. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird know Polly or DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research onto DL6. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. No! Pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? First off, would you like your metal detector back? You seem surprised. Huh? No, not at all. Glad it worked out for you. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called on Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us, huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with the current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow the DL6 incident is related to the case, I guess I consider opening the file up. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. The incident DL6. What? Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6. Parrots can live for a long time. I'm pretty sure that the old man must have taught her that word. But how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there's the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Okay, before we go to the records room, I'm gonna go real quick, grab another drink of water. My throat is getting a little, how to say this, sore. So I just need I need a quick drink. I'll be back in like 2 minutes tops. moisture. December 26th, Police Department, Records Room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files, 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. I want to examine the room really quick. Shelf stuff with cases, with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases running away for eternity. These are all case reports. Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust. Jeez, Maya, that's depressing. It looks like there are files inside the glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. I must keep important case files in there. And yet, for some reason, DL6 is not in there. First I have to get a handle of the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? The same district courthouse we were holding the trial in now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. One of the survivors had been shot in the head. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth is one of the passengers of the, was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have the data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before, huh? Sounds just like the current case. What's going on here? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. He must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it, but he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6. I still don't know the whole sort of impact. I don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we gonna take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Right, that's probably all we'll find here. All that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. The old man is Yanni Yogi. 5 hours. 5 hours in that elevator. Yeah, you would probably have a certain level of oxygen deprivation, wouldn't you? 10 a.m. I'm guessing over this next the next case, we're going to basically reach the end of DL6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyways? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking, right? Of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. The next thing you're going to say is... Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? You must question everything. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I will call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious bow shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were at the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this whole guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated their name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Can I break this guy's fingers? Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. No, you need to state your name for the court record. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. What do you mean, my memory? Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let us hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating in the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes to the shore and a man walks by my window. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. I will break that goddamn finger of yours, you asshole. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony, ergo no need for cross-examination. I feel like this guy doesn't actually win his cases with logic, fact, reason, or any kind of, like, skill. He just kind of goes, no, shut up, I'm right. No, shut up, I'm right. No, don't talk. No, shut up. As soon as he talks, he'll say incriminating evidence. No. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Roar! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see, well then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual, and I heard a bang, yep. I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating in the lake. And I heard another bang. By your window. Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dead. Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too! Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for a fail. I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found with the gun? The photographing shows the man firing with his left hand. Exactly. I'll break that stupid-ass finger. This is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. This witness claims Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in the court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize this is even the basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, then show us the proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Oh shit, I lost? Wait! Who was that just now? Me! What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there at the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. You say you heard the gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. And then I realized something that he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't sit here and let you call Edgy Boy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. This verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn after a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Phew! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I mean to ask you. What is that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right, yeah. This may be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witness, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything is on Larry now. Living like Larry! Court is now back into session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back into back in at the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. There was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. We've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That night I was out on a boat. I was looking for something and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah, Mr. Butts, what is it that you were looking for? The witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Shut up! I hate this guy. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was around midnight, yeah. You're not sure? Don't give me that face. You're not sort of human sundial, aren't you? People use watches in these days, Larry. Where did the sound come from? I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem, except that's the most important part of this case. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh, what is it, Nick? I'm pretty sure it's a wishy-washy testimony, isn't it? Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? It was after 11 when I went out onto the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. Yeah, I was gonna guess that next best spot. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. Why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Huh? But it was fired 3 times. Did I not get through everything? Typically when it doesn't present me with an opportunity. That night I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking around for something and I found it. A single... I questioned all of his statements. Doesn't something prove that there was 2 gunshots? Yes, I understand. I tried using this, and it was like, it was fired 3 times. Which is the obvious... Oh, wait. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lottahart testified yesterday that she heard 2. The old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots at midnight. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you even paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please, huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. You gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How can you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else. My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I don't accept this witness. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Please be sure to include the details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. Okay, continuing on. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when he heard it too. What's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in pieces in this free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, do you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ say do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the course. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. Wait. I want to say it's this, please. What are you talking? This is what... This is... Hey, it's almost Christmas. Okay. Okay. I can figure this out. Nobody tell me. Nobody tell me. I want to press everything that he says so I can get basically all the information. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know? Alone. Almost Christmas is the key. Yes, I'm aware. Everyone, I appreciate the help, but I really want to take an opportunity to think it through myself. Also, hi, Dondare. Only when I seem like I'm really stuck and I have no more ideas. But I'm shy. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Almost Christmas, I figured. Photograph of the scene of the murder, file in the DL6. Erstwhile, metallic objects, 2 gunshots, 3 times, ballistic, Guard Lake, article. So my thoughts are this. So I already know this doesn't work. She says almost Christmas. My logic is the photo was taken at 11:50 p.m. That should have been the point of logic. Do I press with this again? I want to see what he says when I press this again one more time. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how this helps us at all. What doesn't fit? What doesn't fit? Time of death. This one. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying was correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. If you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ say, "Head, it's almost Christmas." Hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When we heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. It would seem that's the case yet, but this contradicts 2 testimonies that we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard those shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Who are you down there? Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says that he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright? Larry is not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me the evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witness who testified yesterday heard two. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witnesses didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with our automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown on this photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten the guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There could be no other murderer other than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man who shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. It was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of shooting was 1 meter. Couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be none other than the man on the boat. I admit it. I admit it is hard to imagine another possibility. Yes, But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before he was shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who... Oh, fuck. The murderer in Hammond? I think it's the murderer in Hammond. I don't think it's Edgeworth and Hammond, and I don't think it's Edgeworth and the murderer. The only person that logically makes sense is the murderer in Hammond. What are you saying? It's gotta be... Okay, well, I guess I am rapidly approaching death. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murder... Okay. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. I don't know. Is it I don't know? I don't think it's Lotta. It wouldn't be Lotta because Lotta's female. It wouldn't make sense. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on the boat? What? Then where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time? In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Where would that be if he had just returned on a boat? The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night at Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the very beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and then take it slow. I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out to the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. So someone is looking from the edge to someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw the attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. He then put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. He threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that had transpired that night on the Gourd Lake. Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. That letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said that he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow. The final day is allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to the trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wished our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, It looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little, relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you, Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but, I can't make up my mind. What's this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. '27 to 11 Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it here tonight, guys. My throat is getting pretty raspy. I gotta be up early tomorrow. Yeah.